What you're looking at here is gameplay from our upcoming game, Brass Rain. And you may know that we've been raising money for the last few months to fund the development of it. And this is where we are so far. We now have over $2 million in funds raised and have 2 years ahead of us of completely funded development, thanks to you, our amazing audience, who have invested in us from all over the world. And I want to start this video by saying thank you. We intend to get you a great return on your investment. And for those of you who haven't yet joined the fundraise, this is your last chance to jump in and buy a piece of Yarn Hub. These are real shares, and if you invest, you'll own a piece of Yarn Hub as a YouTube company and as a gaming company combined. We don't expect to open this investment to the public again prior to any IPO. And thanks to you, our viewers, Brass Rain is now in the top 1,000 wishlisted games on the Steam platform, with over 50,000 wishlists. It's a massive achievement for a new studio with a new game where we've done zero paid outreach, and it's all come from you. Now, we've always said that we plan to be a studio with a portfolio of games and YouTube channels, and this is just the first one.
Let's go.
So how's it progressing? Well, we've conducted a number of playtests, including with the community, and we're already multiplayer. It's not a polished game by any means, but we're really working hard to get an early release on the market for June 2026. That's just 9 months from now, and we've got a lot of work to do, but we have a great team in place to do it. When we release in June, we expect to have 2 levels, Castliter and Point de Hoc. You'll be able to fight from both sides in multiplayer. And we're making this game free to play. Now, I know that's going to cause a lot of joy in some and a lot of angst in others, and there's a good reason for that angst. Free to play has frequently become pay to win. And that's because games companies have to pay a huge amount of money to acquire users, and also a large amount to bring them back and play again. And they do that through advertising. And that's very expensive and often doesn't reach the right audience. And every time you see a YouTuber like me saying, "Go play this game," that is part of that whole ecosystem. Now, what we're planning with our suite of YouTube channels is to use those channels as a marketing arm, and Yarn Hub is just the start. We've already got Blue Paw Print, and we've got some plans for some incredible channels in the future. So instead of investing money into paid advertising, we're investing our time in growing communities of users that want to come and play and come back and play again and again. And that means that we don't have to create extreme levels of monetization on a free-to-play game that pushes towards pay to win. We're going to work with you, the community, to make sure that we have a good balance in the monetization that makes the game fun, competitive, and entertaining without breaking the bank for players. And for those of you who've asked, yes, we do plan to go into mobile. We're working on something there, but it probably won't be a version of Brass Rain, first of all. So if you want to get in, there's now less than 1 week left to this raise. And I'd like to thank every single one of you that invested your money, and to give you the assurance that we're working as hard as we can to build a great future for the company, increase our valuation, and get you a multiple return on your investment. You've invested from all over the world and across all different ages and various amounts. And we're incredibly grateful, and we really feel the responsibility of your trust in us. So if you'd like to get in, please click the link in the description. And I want to add that if you look on the Form C on the deal page, you'll see that I have personally invested a significant amount. I am by far the largest investor, and that's because I'm passionate about the project and I expect my team to be successful. I always like to finish these films by pointing out that there are risks, and you shouldn't invest in us if this is going to cause you any kind of hardship. We've had a few people in the comments telling me that pointing this out at the end of the film isn't enough, and I'm only saying it to get me off the hook in the event of a complete failure. Well, I can only reiterate that this is not a risk-free investment. There is a chance we fail. And if you're unable to invest, or you consider the risk too high, we completely understand. We would just ask that if you still want to support us, then please follow and wishlist our game, Brass Rain, on Steam. And play it as soon as we release. We hope to pay back your support and steadfast enthusiasm in our work with a ton of fun. And for those of you who don't like hearing about the share sale, you'll be very pleased to know that your suffering is almost over. After this share sale closes on Sunday, you won't hear another word about it. At least that is until we ring a very large bell on IPO day, at which point I hope you will forgive me for looking unbearably smug for at least 30 seconds. Thank you.